Orlando. The results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. And I'll tell you, two tremendous defenses tonight.
Yes.
It's going to be hard for either team to put up any point.
That's right.
I just wanna make it romantic.
The skyline of Orlando seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Earlier this season, it was Sacramento coming away with the loss in this matchup against the Orlando Magic.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter oriented. If you're not high, you don't score.
Look at the coaching staff goes back and looks at the film, and you assess the quality of looks. They're not going to be happy about it. At times, they just fail to take advantage of the openings for the best shooters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Sacramento. To the inside. A steal. Here is Knight. Playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's Fox with the rebound. When the super teams are dominant game after game, some people are going to ask, what's the point of even playing a game?
Well, in the regular season, I hear that all the time, and I sort of laugh at it, because this is what the season is about. 82-game grind, having competition not only with opponents, but within yourself, within your team, battling for minutes. And we understand that a lot of these teams are built to win in the postseason. The regular season doesn't mean much for them. They're going to qualify for the playoffs, but there are other teams in this league, Kevin, trying to fight to improve. And on nights where you have opportunities to play against that kind of dominant team, a coach can say, see the potential, see what is possible. We just saw it here tonight.
And take some personal pride in your performance.
No doubt about it. And you can stack yourself up against these super teams that roll into your arena to find out exactly where you are. And sometimes winning a game like that for a coaching staff, they can say, let's use this momentum to build on it. We just beat one of the better teams in the league. So psychologically, it works in a lot of ways during a regular season.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Ron, one up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing a miss in the first place.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
The pass to Fox. Not loose. Here's Delp. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Money passes to Johnston, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fox kicks to Lewis. Pass to Ferguson. A baseline J. It's hauled in by the Magic. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes it to Fox. He kicks to Lewis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. To the paint. And the turnover again by Sacramento. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Timberwolves. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now for the Magic, they claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is. Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
And a tremendous Unleashed Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. So the Kings called timeout. They're first. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Felt like the louder the crowd got and the more hostile they were, the more together this team played. So it worked out nicely.
Esparza, he's guarded by Knight. Brady, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
A nice shot by Knight. Knight's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. A look at the Nuggets. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Sacramento just way behind.
And checking out Sacramento, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Well, for a team that didn't sniff the postseason last year, you have to wonder how they're going to handle the pressure of being in the playoffs this year. Not to mention the postseason itself, if and when they get there.
Here's Money. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Nets. The shot misses, and Sacramento will go the other way with it. Over to the left wing. Esparza. The quick look, no good that time.
A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Here is Cook. 5 points in the game. Drills it from outside.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. It feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Tipped away. Well, three-pointers right on target.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Kings trail by 18. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, Kevin, he's mindful of the fact that this is a shot-blocking team they're playing, but he doesn't want his team to be shy offensively. He said, if anything, we have to be patient and at the same time aggressive. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can score inside. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, the challenge of facing this tough defensive squad is right at the front of their minds.
As it should be, because if they're not prepared for every look and matchup that D is going to throw at them, it'll be a long day.
I think he has them prepared, and now it's just a question of whether they can match the energy and intensity that this team always brings onto the floor.
Tips it. And Harkless pulls it down.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Here's Brady. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Lewis. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
And
to
pay
coach a
that
team.
kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league. Sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job,
Right.
because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. And Sacramento has possession after the Magic pick up 2. Banked in off the glass.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defender.
Inside. Alone with it. No points in the game yet for him. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Here's Money. He's got 10. He feeds it to Cook. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Money. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
Up the inbound. It's blocked. To the paint, pick off in midair. Here is Cook. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
You could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals. That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
And the pass to Money. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the night. First free throw is good. Sacramento making a switch here. Ferguson's checked in. That one misses. The Kings trail by 14. To the middle. Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
There's an old cliche, Kevin, we've heard or said a million times about speed killing. Well, perhaps no player is more emblematic of that than De'Aaron Fox. End to end, he could be one of the fastest players in the league.
Good on the second free throw. Well, Fox is a blur in transition. Brent, his speed is a weapon.
Yeah, and he can use it if he has the ball or if he doesn't. Become a slasher and get into the teeth of the defense. Defensively, his lateral quickness and intensity also can make him a pest. It would be nice to see if he takes some pride on that end of the floor growing up.
And it goes down 2 points.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Here's Money. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The Magic shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Well, the one thing the Kings have gotten right, Brent, is this new home arena. It is one of the best in the league.
Well, on warm Sacramento nights, what's really cool about this place is they open it up. So you got the natural airflow, it sneaks in, it feels comfortable here. Something these fans can take a lot of pride in with what they've done in downtown Sacramento.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
But it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
That's good from Fox on the assist by Burks. Fox has got 9 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. Number 1, the Magic. The Kings in second.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
1:21 left here in the opening quarter. Now, here's Fox. 9 points in the game so far. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 11.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Orlando leading by 15. Here's Money. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Burks. Here's Money. Makes it off the glass. Money's got 19 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Dishes it to Fox. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Fox. Braun. Off with the layup.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Poke loose. Now, here's Fox. D right on him. Pass to Ferguson. With 1 on the clock, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Orlando out in front, ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. A pass to Fox. It's deflected. They retain possession. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Knight. Look at that. I mean, just beautiful.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit it at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Sacramento making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. Braun. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
To the paint. Here's Johnston. And Harkless pulls it down. Harkless has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Delp. Braun. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here's Fox. Defense right on him, and the shot goes in.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Ball's knocked loose. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, I like the shot selection.
Oh.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. The Kings trail by 17. The feed to Harkless. Back to Fox. That shot off the mark. The Magic go the other way. They go the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit, and that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Knight? First in field goal percentage, second in scoring, and he pressures the ball and forces turnovers at a rate that's remarkable. How about second in the league in steals per game?
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Lewis, right side. The shot that time, not on target. Magic leading by 17. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
And Sacramento has possession. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Brent, last season the league cut back on timeouts. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There was also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftime.
It started immediately.
And I thought that that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop,
Which you love.
I love it.
I know.
It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one red panda, Kevin.
I know. Delp, he's guarded by Knight, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Sunday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some more. And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
Gets to Lewis. Here's Brady. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Knight, and Knight slams it in.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Brady. And nothing is falling for him right now. Magic leading by 23. To the inside. It's tipped. Fires the three. That one, no good.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
To the middle. Here's Delp trying to get open at Lewis. And the three off target. Orlando's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Throws it up high. And here's Malone. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Grady. Missing that scoring opportunity. Having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Money. Got a piece of it. Malone outside. He dishes it to Lewis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Magic.
Money passes to Knight. And a dunk to finish it off. That beauty.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the...
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Kings shooting 40% from the field. Got a piece of it. Here's the pass to Lewis. Here's Grady. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 10.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Here's Money. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Magic.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
And here are the Kings now. Now Malone. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Money. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Malone. He started closely. Knocks it loose. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Inside. And now Orlando on the break. And Bears Knight. That's good on the assist from Cook. Cook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Money passes to Johnston. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And now Orlando on the break. Okidi rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Inside, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And the Kings will go for a different look here. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team. Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
Well, there's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. Another steal.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Sacramento's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Floats one up. Rebound by the Magic.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. You look at Orlando. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And of course, the Bucks just need to take a game at a time.
And I think for the Magic, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
The only people whose minds have changed said they were going to have a down year. There is no one left saying that.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Burks the pass to Taylor. Can't cash in from close range.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
Cook kicks to Knight. Pass to Money. Makes it off the glass. Money's got 29.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Taylor. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Orlando's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Money. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Taylor. Can't cash in from close range.
And with the success they've had. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The King shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Burks the pass to Waters. Down low. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks. Ferguson's checked in for Sacramento. Fox comes in for Isaiah Taylor. Cook looking it over. On the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Johnston picked away. And now Sacramento on the break. Fox leading the charge. That shot missing. And Orlando the other way. Here's Money. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Feeds it to Fox to stop the run. Good work there as it goes. Fox has got 13.
But De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
To the middle, here's Cook. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Ferguson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Fox kicks to Ferguson. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Here is Cook. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Against length. He does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
And so it's the Orlando Magic, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Things were going Orlando's way from the beginning. They had the pieces in place for a nice stretch to open it up and went on a 7-0 run to start. They were hot as the first quarter came to a close, making all 5 of their last 5 shots of the period. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, the bottom line, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys...
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folk.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Kings shooting 30. Cook, also money out there, and it's Johnston in at the 4-man position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Out in his own on the break. And here they go. A nice shot by Knight. Knight's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Magic.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Got that one up quick.
I think getting better as a passer and understanding more about how the NBA game works. That's De'Aaron Fox.
Here's money, guarded by Fox. Fox with the steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And it's off from three-point range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's money, guarded by Fox. And Lewis comes to help. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Money passes to Cook. It's deflected, and he gets it back. O'Keefe. And finally they hit one. He's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Braun. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Lobbed up there for Knight. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Fox with it. The layup off target.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
O'Keefe. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. The Kings shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Ferguson. Rebound by the Magic. Money's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. When you look at Money, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Lewis. Money passes to Johnston. Here's Money, defended by Harkless. There's the lob to the hoop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads. This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Baseline jumper. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination. This guy is looking for some life preservers. He needs more help. He's playing well, but his teammates have to pick up the slack here.
Here's Money, and he hammers that one down right in the face of De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattle.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Shot from 12. That one's not going to go. The Magic have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And it's good for 2. And 1 point from the game.
Oh, man, gotta love that pass there. Couldn't ask for a better one.
For Sacramento, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Passes it to Ferguson. Connects from 3-point range. Ferguson's got 5 points so far.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Here's Money. Bank shot, no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Fox has it in the corner. Here's Delk. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Sacramento, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And he knocks down the first one. Sacramento making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Money. He has 38 in the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
The Kings have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Over to the left wing. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Orlando's gotten all but one of the 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. And it's Cook missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Down low. It's tipped. 1-on-1 here. Here's Money. And the basket is good. Money's got 40 points.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them. And just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. And they always attempt to wear you out.
Inside, Brady goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But to really think about, I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. And look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Orlando.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim, and boy, are they taking advantage.
That one misses. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Taylor. It doesn't go for him. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's Money. Look at that. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And that one misses.
Just can't seem to get right from the free throw line here in the second half.
And he can't stop the run as he misses. Orlando's gotten all but one of the 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Taylor against Knight. From the stripe. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Here's Money. 43 points in the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Cook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
Outside, Taylor to the inside. Burks unable to get that one.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly. Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Taylor taking his time here. Drops in the layup for 2. Here's Money. Teardrop shot. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Here's Taylor. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
The Kings have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Shoot 2, gentlemen.
And he makes the first. And Taylor drops them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Kings in second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Knocked away. Malone. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. They'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against the Suns, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Now here's Taylor. The fast break opportunity goes up. It's deflected, but he stays with it. They get a hand on it. Here's Money. 43 points in the game. Good work there as it goes. Points for him.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
He swats the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Taylor kicks to Malone. Lewis passes to Malone. .129 left in the third quarter. Pass to Taylor. Kings moving the ball around. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Taylor's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
To the inside. Stolen by Lewis. Taylor up top. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Magic. The pass to Cook. The teardrop falls in. Cook's got 23 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Taylor. He's got 8. Malone kicks to Burks. Back to Malone. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Some changes for Sacramento. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Burks, and De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Taylor. Lewis, left side. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot is on the way. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 17 now.
Well, Fox just found a little bit of space there, and he burned the defense.
Inside. Got a piece of it. 1 second left. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Orlando holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. Don't move out.
preaching strong defense there, GA.
I mean, basic fundamentals. He doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on that end.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Sacramento, we've got Hollis Jefferson, Ferguson out there with Fox. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Waters in at the 5 spot.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Tipped away. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Down low from 17 feet out. No good off the back of the rim. Magic shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Money passes to Johnston. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern in your part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look at Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out of that. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
Kicks to Harkless. To the paint. Here's Delk. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Up there for Knight. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Sacramento making a switch here. So here's Burks. Passes it to Ferguson. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Knocked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up. There. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves in the position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call it?
I don't have a term for it.
Okay.
I don't like the one that's used, so I don't have a term for it. Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So you root for them.
Knocks it loose, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Taylor's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Money to the middle. Burks with the steal. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Taylor with the ball, and it's Knight picking him up. Here's Burks, and it's denied. And they'll keep possession. Back to Taylor. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Poked away. Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA junior program expanding itself. Last year in Treviso, for the first time, the NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they could start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place, Kevin.
Down low. It's good.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
Orlando, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Money passes to Johnston. And here is Taylor. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Money passes to Johnston. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Now Taylor, now the dish to Burks. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And he recovers it. Here's Money. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
And one of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering. Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
Outside, Taylor. Doubled by Knight. Taylor with the ball. Looking to end his cold spell. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Money trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Out to the right wing, to the inside. Sacramento moving it around. Outside, Taylor lets the 3 fly. Knight grabs the board. Knight's got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Money. Count the basket. Money's got 56 points in the game.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
Taylor attacking. Trying to get something going. And it's good on the way in.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Taylor's got 10 points here in the second half.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here are the Kings now. Tipped away. Burks in the corner. A 3-pointer, no good. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Here's Taylor. Lays it up and banks it in.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Here's Money. O'Keefe. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. To the paint, here's Taylor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Taylor's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
The 9-foot shot. That's tipped. Malone outside. To the middle. Stolen. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Money. Here's Johnston. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. He's got 31.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Tipped away. Money passes tonight. Here's Money. Pass to Johnston. Here's Money. Lewis covering. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
To the inside. Burks. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Orlando's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. To the middle. To the middle. Shot by Taylor, no good. And for the Magic, their shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and stolen by Knight. And now Orlando on the break. And good, he hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Taylor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throw good, Taylor. And Taylor drops them both. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. Inside.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. 1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, Knight grabs the board. Knight's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Money.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
It's good.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Taylor attacking. From 7. It's blocked. That's another rebound. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied. And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
To the inside. Here's Lewis. Off target on the 15-footer. Pass to Money. From downtown. Good.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
This sort of dominance, particularly here at home, it's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.
Only battle police with my handcuffs, I've been